So let's quickly go through this. I haven't forgotten the overview. Yesterday was just a little bit hectic. So let's start off with the week. How did our last week close, basically? As you can see, um, on bigger time frame, here we are. We are still in this block here. On bigger time frames, what is happening is nothing out of ordinary. It's not like it's, the market is, really dropping. It isn't, you know if you look at it. This is a week time frame. So basically this was our last week candlestick, and as you can see, it's still confirming that we are still like in consolidation. Why so? Look, it rejected both at the top, both at the bottom. So you can see it's the market that is still ranging in this area here. Now we go back to the daytime frame, and this is what we have. You see again, the bigger time frame. So basically the bigger time frame, you see, you're still basically in a range. You aren't really going anywhere. We had this, since, okay, this was Monday. So Monday basically, Tuesday we started dropping. Look where we closed off. Sunday we already closed with a rejection. Despite the war, we still closed off with a rejection on Sunday. And then Monday we had a good market, especially in the afternoon. Not so much in the morning, but in the afternoon, then the market started kicking up. And obviously today, because this candle was so huge, today we might not have so much movement, because you can always tell after the market pump and it gives you a big candle, what happens. If it pumps, gives you such a long candle, what happens? Pump, you see. So today we might expect, see, pump, you see. So today we might expect, play around this same area, maybe just before the high 106, and then, just maybe coming to close of this area, hopefully or not. But I'm just looking at this and saying, guys, yeah, it's painful when you see the market going down. But if you look at it on bigger time frame, we can even go back and say we are going to look at a 1 month. On a 1 month, already it's telling you today is 24. Already it's telling you are in a consolidation. If your monthly candle looks like this, it's a consolidation. You're not really dropping. So I know it can cause a little bit of panic when you see your position is going down, but there isn't anything to panic on this one. For me, my panic will come. Let me go back to the week time frame. For me, my panic will come if I drop out of here. So you see, if I drop out of here, and then I'll start to panic. At the moment, I'm not panicking because I see the market is still at the top here. Sorry about that. So the market is still at the top here. So if I drop out of here, dropping below this line, then I'll start to panic. For now, I'm still in this range here. And obviously, this is a market creating momentum. We are in an uptrend movement, and that is all we are basically expecting. This is market just resting from this whole pump, is resting and trying to gather momentum again. Obviously the news of the war and all that will have an effect now and then in the market, but as you can see, this whole week we had news. If it was really so bad, we'll be seeing candlestick like this but going down, but we haven't been. Look at the whole week. The whole week is like sticks up and down, up and down, up and down. We are not really just that dropping that much. And then we had yesterday's candle almost correcting 3 days, 1 to 3 days, corrected in 1 day. So that is how you know you are still in an uptrend. If your up candles will be able to correct, such so many days in 1 day. So yeah. Basically, we're still in an uptrend. Obviously, the news will have an effect here and there, but let's not panic about that. The market today is still tradable. I would say it's tradable, but it might be in a little bit of a consolidation. So you really need to narrow into your lower time frames to find entries and see if you can, yeah, you can still trade this. Yeah, but it might be that it will be consolidating a little bit because of this whole pump of yesterday. So yes guys, bull market is still coming. Let's hold on.